Hello, welcome back to my channel. So my name is Kayla, and today's topic is going to be a little different than what I normally do. So I'm coming to you with a video on sponsorships. So as you probably know, an influencer or someone who can influence an audience is paid monetarily or with free product to promote that company or whatever the brand represents to its audience. So that's really what sponsorship is. So now in this video I'm going to show or talk to you guys about how I, as a micro influencer, someone with less than 2,000 subscribers, have now been sponsored by 4 different companies. Let's begin. So first, I want to talk about this app called Collaborate, and the name will be placed here. So the Collaborate app, how did I find this app? So I was doing my research, trying to figure out how someone like me could become sponsored by a company. And in my researching, I came across a blog post. I'll see if I can find that blog post and I will link it in the description box. And the Collaborate app is an app that connects smaller influencers with smaller brands, essentially. And that partnership allows for the brand to be represented in a way and reach audiences that they had never thought to reach before or been able to reach, which is essentially being sponsored by them. So through that app, I was able to connect with a blue light glasses company, and I was able to receive 5 different pairs of blue light glasses in exchange for 1 Instagram post. The app is very easy to navigate, but the only thing is the app only allows you to contact 1 company before you then have to pay a $5 monthly fee in order to continue to reach out to other companies. So essentially $5 a month, that's $60 a year. It's not really that, I mean, I don't know everyone's budget, but it's not the end of the world. But for me, on the app, I was not able to find many companies that aligned with my personal values or things that I was interested in. So I decided that the app was no longer the way that I wanted to go. But I would say that, like I said, the app is very easy to navigate. So if that's something that you're interested in, I think that it would be very easy to find companies to work with through that avenue. So because I did not really like the options on the app, I decided to find another route to take. And for me, this was the most promising route. So what I did was decided to reach out directly to those companies that I was interested in. So for me, my channel, the brands I typically represent or the videos that I typically want to promote on my channel are natural hair care. I very much enjoy perfume, clothing, things like that were companies that I decided to reach out to. So how did I find those companies, you might ask? So one, I looked around my room and I just thought, okay, these are companies that I would want to work with. 1, 2, 3, XYZ. Pretty simple. Those are companies, number 1 on my list that I was going to reach out to. Number 2, I looked on Instagram and I looked at other influencers and kind of saw, okay, so this person also influences the natural hair community. What kind of companies sponsor them? So those are how I was able to find other companies that I had otherwise never thought of. And it's very easy because on Instagram, most companies have a contact section. And I'll put a picture on the screen here and show you what I'm talking about. But you can click that contact button and either it has their email or their phone number. You don't really need their phone number. I don't know if I would recommend calling them for this, but you can definitely email them. And if their email is not on their page, which I have experienced sometimes, all I do is a quick Google search and you can easily find their contact information that way. So what do I do from there? So I take their contact information and I go to my Google account and I draft an email. So this, I'm going to insert here on this side of the screen what I would normally say to these companies. So basically, what the email includes is kind of a little bit of background about myself. So for me, I only want to really promote on my YouTube. So I give them a little bit of information about my channel, some of the statistics that I get from YouTube Studio, that app. I just put like my most popular videos, the audience that I hope to capture. I don't know if that's the word, but yes. So just a little bit of information, and then in the last paragraph I try to touch on how I as a person hope to represent their brand and why we want to do that. So basically that's the email that I send, and as I said, so far I have gotten responses from 4 different companies and I'm super grateful. And in my upcoming videos you will see the companies that have decided to work with me, and I very much am appreciative, and I don't know, I'm shocked every time I think about it, because me, someone who has less than 2,000 subscribers, can do this. I don't know, it seems crazy, very far-fetched, but it's possible. I'm proving that. So lastly, I just want to say that patience is definitely a virtue. The companies don't respond in an hour. They don't respond in 2 hours either. It takes time, so don't get discouraged. And additionally, sometimes when they do respond, you don't meet the qualifications. So I have had experiences where I've reached out to a company and they did respond, but they have some stipulations, i.e. you need to have a certain amount of followers. One day I will get there, and then at that point I can reach back out to the company. But another sad story is, for me, my favorite natural hair care brand is TGIN, and I love their products so much. I rave about them on my channel all the time, and I actually reached out to the company. So tell me how I reached out to the company and they responded. Like, they actually responded to me and they told me like, okay, next steps are doing this, da 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 da, blah blah blah. So I did the next step and I reached back out to them, but I didn't hear anything. So I'm like, you know what, let me give it a few weeks or whatever. So I gave it a few weeks and I still hadn't heard back. How sad. But you know what, I never heard back from them. Like, it was done. But I say all this to say that, have I given up on TGIN? No. Will I be sponsored by them one day? Yes, I will. So my goal there is to just keep doing what I'm doing, trying to work with as many companies as I can to show good faith, essentially. Like, okay, I can do this, I can promote a brand, and then I'll be able to take that data back to TGIN and say, you know what, maybe I wasn't the one for you then, but I'm that girl now. Something like that. But yeah, basically that's my goal, and I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video, you have that same goal. Maybe not with TGIN, but with another company. And I'm just here to tell you that it will happen for both of us. That is basically what I have to say on how to become or how to get sponsored by companies as a smaller influencer. I hope that the information that I provide in this video is helpful. If you use any of my methods, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about it. If you have any questions about anything I've said, please let me know in the comment section, because I'm always here to help. And lastly, if you like what you see, or if you've gained any bit of information from this video, if you could subscribe to my channel, I would greatly appreciate that. Well, if you don't want to subscribe, because I don't know, you might not want to subscribe, but if you could like the video, that would be super helpful for the algorithm. So if you can do at least that, I appreciate you. I mean, I appreciate you just for clicking on this video, period. Now I'm dragging it, but okay, I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.